I would like to welcome Nikita Gandhi ma'am as today's keynote speaker to enlighten up today's evening. So, so from all the collaborating GDSCs, we have with us Gayatri from GDSC AEC, Aryan from GDSC NIT Agartala, Sankaja from IIIT Guwahati. And I hope the way we all are excited about GDSC Explore, you all are excited too. So now I would like to hand over the stage to Sahanita Datta, who is a web developer member of our club and today's host. Over to you, Sahanita.
Thank you, Bhaiya, and a very pleasant evening to everyone. Today, I, Shanta Datta, GDSC and ITS second year member, would like to express my heartiest welcome and warm regards to our guest speaker, Nikita Gandhi ma'am, who is a community manager at Google, and to all the other panelists for taking out their precious time from the busy schedules and to be present here today to inspire and encourage all of us. So, before starting forward, I would like to request everyone, if possible, to join in from the laptops or desktop. To make this event more interactive, we have a fun game session. I would like to request everyone to scan the QR code present in the screen or type the code in slido.com by visiting your web browser and get accustomed with Slido. If the participants are facing any problem, you can type it in the chat box. Okay, so how are your feelings about these upcoming events that are being held under GDSC? People can put their answers over in the Slido.
I see people excited about GDC Explore now. And I hope as people will join, these words will get flooded in this word cloud. So
So we feel people are very excited about the upcoming events in the GDSC. So moving forward with so I think everyone is a bit accustomed with Slido after one news, I think. Okay, so most people have known how to use Slido right now. So moving forward, with great enthusiasm and holding great hopes in the deepest corner of our hearts, we welcome all of you to the opening ceremony of GDSC Explore 2022. So everyone here must be inquisitive and curious enough to know more about what GDSC Explore is, what it does. And so we bring you to a roller coaster ride to the GDSC Explore 2022 Kickstart event. GDSC Explore is Northeast India's largest Deaf Fest, which is organized as a joint event by GDSC and IT Silchar and three other collaborating GDSCs, GDSC AC, GDSC and IT Agartala, and GDSC IIIT Guwahati. Kickstart event marks the opening ceremony of this year's GDSC Explore 2022. GDSC Explore was launched last year by our previous Northeast GDSC leads to highlight the development culture in the region and to host different workshops, speaker sessions, and different tech presentations. The 3-day event will feature a variety of industry leaders and researchers giving talks and seminars initiating the environment of innovation and development. GDSC mainly focuses to bring forward the developer spirit among the students and to give them a platform to showcase their budding skills and talents, and also for them to learn and build together as a family. So, moving forward to the Slido once more. So, I would like to ask everyone, so which institute are you representing today? Because we are collaborating with many GDSCs from Northeast. So we have a lot of participants with us today. So again, moving forward, so today we are very glad to have amongst us our faculty convener, Dr. Malaya Datta Bora ma'am, to inspire all the young minds present here, and also to address our keynote speaker for today, Nikita Gandhi ma'am, and bring in the innovation spirit among the audience and to grow as developer and as a family of GDSC. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. So, good evening, everyone. So, I welcome you to the opening ceremony of Google Developer Students Club Explore 2022. This is the second edition of this event, and with all the feedbacks from the last year, we have to come up with this year's edition. So, this event has been possible because of the collaboration of among 4 GDSCs, IIT Silchar, Assam Engineering College, NIT Agartala, and IIIT Guwahati. Since last year, the 4 GDSCs have been preparing to make the event a great success. The main reason of organizing this event to increase the technological awareness in the Northeast region of India and also to give a head start to the students to start their journey in different domains. In this event, we have a couple of events lined in the 3 days duration, which includes workshop, technical talks, and webinars. We often see a little less awareness of technology in the northeastern region, and this few young group of people are trying to fill the gap by conducting this kind of events. Based on the feedback received from the previous edition, we have made the necessary changes to make it more student friendly, which can impact a lot of our students. Today, we have with us a very special guest, Nikita Gandhi, who has been actively working with this community and for the community. She is currently the program manager of GDSC India team and also community manager at Google. We could not think of any better person for this opening ceremony today. She has inspired thousands of students and also have been an active contributor to the different communities of India. We are privileged to have you today as a keynote speaker for this evening, madam. So we hope her journey and her work will motivate the students enough and they will be inspired to their bit towards the community and society. So on behalf of the GDSC, so I say that will be a great learning for us. Thank you all. Welcome, madam.
Thank you, ma'am, and our heartiest welcome to Nikita Gandhi ma'am, who has graced our workshop today. She has impacted and inspired many young minds to start their development journeys. Nikita Gandhi ma'am has experience in product management and marketing, education and program management through the last 4 years of her journey. She is leading the community management for GDG communities, that is the Google developer groups in India, with a footprint of 50 communities with 150,000 plus members and 200 plus organizers. She has also led the Google ML education program by the name of Explore ML for college students, reaching 30K plus students in less than a year. She is also the co-founder of 2 startups, Hackademist and Codevisor. She has also organized India's biggest developer fest with 800 plus developers in 2018. With managing so many domains and different fields of study simultaneously, ma'am, I would kindly request you to tell us all about your journey and also to take over the session from here. Over to you, ma'am.
Hey, thank you so much for the warm welcome, and thank you, Malaya ma'am, for having me today. I'm really excited to talk to you all today about communities and also connect with you. If at all it's virtual, why not? But I hope things were in person and then we all could see each other's faces. Regardless, I encourage you all to keep engaging in chats so that we can make it a little more interactive. And I hope you all also connect to what I'm going to share today with all of you. Have we enabled the chat or is it disabled?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Chat is enabled for everyone.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I have a few slides to share with all of you, but before that, let's do a quick pulse check. How are you all doing? You can share your responses in the chat section. How's it going with all of you? How are things in your cities? Okay, I see a lot of you responding, and looks like most of you are doing well. I hope the number of cases have started going down in your regions, and you all are hoping to get started with your colleges in person. Okay. Can I be a presenter? I wanted to share my screen. Okay, I got the option. Thank you. Okay, cool. So, slides are just for reference purposes, but I really want to make this as engaging as we can. So, keep sharing your feedback through the chat section so that we can connect with each other well today. So my name is Nikita, as they all spoke about. I'm the community manager, and I currently work with the Google's developer relations team in India. I have been associated with this role for more than 2 years, but I'm going to tell you a little more about myself and from where it all started. So I graduated from Cummins College of Engineering for Women. That is a college in Pune. So Pune is my hometown, and I studied in Pune itself. I graduated as an engineer in IT, and after graduating, I worked with two startups, and I also had two startups of my own. The idea was to help university students like you all to get started with programming. Uh, and the idea of the startup was not to focus on the syntax of the code, but rather how can we build your thinking logic, and how can we make you potential enough to think about the logic, because syntax can be learned from anywhere. You can copy paste as well, but logic is important, so we focused on building apps for that. uh, couldn't be as successful as I expected when we launched the startup. Uh, After that, I heard about this opening in the engineering education team, the Google AI team, where I was invited to become project coordinator. In this role, I worked with a couple of trainers at Google and a few more stakeholders to launch machine learning curriculum for university students like you. There were a couple of facilitators who were helping students get started with machine learning by sharing their knowledge and understanding about machine learning with the help of content that was provided by us. And then I took over GDG program, which is a professional developer community program for professional developers. And later on, I was lucky to join this Google Developer Student Clubs, where my focus is for university students just like you. I have a joint family of almost 15 members, so I can proudly say that I'm someone who can easily get acquainted with anyone around me beyond my family, and I really find myself comfortable around people. I enjoy trekking. I have almost covered all the forts in Maharashtra throughout my journey. I enjoy eating a lot of food, so I'm a big time foodie. Uh, I worked with IIT Bombay for 2 years on a research project, and that X-ray that you see is one of my project image that I was working on. I'm a classical Bharatnatyam dancer, learned it for more than 8 years. I write on Medium. I like to write blogs in my free time. I play yoga, basketball, chess. I'm a yoga international player, basketball state player, and a chess district player. I was awarded CMX professional category in CMX awards last year in the professional category, and also among one of the finalists for Women in Tech by Global. I have given talks at more than 200 community events, including a place where I shared the stage with one of the founders of Android. So yeah, this has been my journey so far, and this is my life map. I know I'm here today to tell you more about communities, but it's nice to know each other and then start with the actual discussion. So, can you all also take a moment to introduce yourselves in the chat? Can you tell who you are? Maybe one or two words is also fine. Can you describe yourself as a dancer, a singer, a developer? Anything that describes you, one thing that describes you. Okay, learner, programming and badminton enthusiast. Okay, learner, designer, likes to make things in his head. Okay, enthusiast about everything. Anu coder, sketch artist, gamer, chess master. Love to sing and play guitar. Wow, we have rock stars, we have avid learners, we have creative writers, and we have so much of talent here who have joined us today. So, really nice to be a part of all of you today. Okay, so I have one more question for all of you. What comes to your mind when we speak about communities? What is that one thing that comes to your mind when we talk about communities? People to who we belong, group, learning, opportunity, interaction with lots of people, mutual help. Okay, so you all have variety of answers, and yes, definition of communities can be different for different people. But do you know when did community start, or when did the concept of community start? Any guess? When did this concept of community come? Okay, so how many of you know that your surname is associated to a community? Do you know from where did our surnames arrive, or where did we get our surnames from? So some people were goldsmiths, so they got some names through their regional languages. Like in Marathi, all the people with goldsmith as a background were called sonar. Uh, and then accordingly, cobblers were called as chambar, and so on. So communities as a concept started long back, and our ancestors actually started this community. And why did people come together at that point of time was not because they wanted to learn, not because they wanted someone to talk to, but the concept of community started because people had common problems to share with each other. People had common purpose to share with each other. People had common points to discuss with each other, and hence people came together, and that's how community started. And communities need not be necessarily tech communities. A community of Singh people, like Punjabis, where they do langar, where they are really keen on helping people who are in need. So that's a community of Sikhs who come together to help poor people. And then likewise, each caste have their own communities, right? And each of them are really passionate about solving some problems. Let's not dig too much in the past, and let's talk what kind of communities have we started seeing today. So today we see diverse communities, and there are communities who are connected without any boundaries. Like for today, 4 communities came together to host this event. Or there is Stack Overflow, where it's a community of developers under each category, and developers are trying to help each other. That's an online community. They not necessarily come to talk to each other, but they are trying to help people who are working in similar category like them, right? Or a community can be something where there are so many communities who connect at a global scale. And these are just examples of tech communities. But Reddit has so many communities which are on so many diverse topics. Or if you go on meetup.com, there are so many communities which are a group of people who are connecting on some common topics like trekking, biking, mountaineering, women in tech, and so on. So there are diverse communities, and each of them come for different things together. And the purpose and mission is different. And hence, when I asked you the question, what does community mean for all of you? All of you had different answers. All right. I think my screen stopped presenting. Okay. So why do developers need community? We all understood what communities are. We all spoke how diverse and how globally communities can connect. But anyone who wants to take a wild guess why developers need a community? So you all are developers, and why do you need a community?
I would like to say,
Sure.
like,
Go ahead.
yeah, like for me, when I got into Android, learning alone was not at all fun, and it was very slow. But when I got into GDSC and I was able to get with those like-minded people, so with everyone around, I was able to grow much faster and learned things really, very faster. And today, because of this, I think I have like able to achieve this position. So I feel really grateful for because of GDSC. So that's why communities are really very great, I feel.
Okay, that's great. Anyone else who wants to take a stab? What our community is about? I see a lot of answers in the chat. Feedback or opinion on work is essential to share ideas, teamwork, so we can work together on specific projects. Uh, Problem what society faces and solve them collectively. Yes. So many of you are on point. Communities are avenues where people can come together to learn new things. Uh, Communities are avenue where you can use your learnings to solve for something that is a pressing problem for the community or the society around you. And community is an avenue where you can get visibility for your work. Think about solving a problem but nobody knows about it. What's the point of solving the problem? So community also gives visibility to the problems that you are solving. Okay, so GDSC, Google Developer Student Clubs, the program that I manage in India, it's a global program, and this program is just not in India, but it is based out of 100 plus countries across the globe, and there are 1500 plus GDSC leads across the globe. So Jyotirmay is one of the GDSC leads. Just like him, we have 1500 such amazing GDSC leads across the country. And they all have collectively reached more than 1 million developers in just 1 year's time. So the impact that these leads create is amazing. And just a few of them with like-minded folks like you are able to help so many students learn new things, help them build projects, and also give them visibility through their projects. For India, we have 350 chapters in 100 plus cities, and more than 300K developers were reached just last year through the impact that all the GDSC leads created in last year. So, India is a big region. There are 350 plus GDSC campuses in India, and already 4 of them are here through this event. So, thanks to the organizer for organizing this. And it's based out of 100 different locations. The best thing I feel about this program is, regardless the tier of the college or the city, it has been inclusive of everything. So, tier one colleges, tier two, tier three, and tier one, two, three cities, all of them are a part of this program in India. So, do you wonder what impact communities can create? I have a story to share with all of you.
Awalnya Hasto bukan merupakan seorang yang percaya diri, namun setelah dia ikut GDSC, dia menjadi lebih percaya diri dan lebih tertarik untuk mendalami skill di bidang program Android. Saya bangga dengan Hasto karena sama Hasto jadi DSC, dia memiliki progres yang cukup signifikan.
Okay, how was it? How did you feel after watching this story? Any thoughts? Inspired, nice. It's inspiring. Okay. Do you want to watch another story that is also inspiring and from someone from India who was a student just like you when he built an amazing solution? Okay, cool.
When I was going to school, there was a deaf class in my school, and I was just curious how teachers are teaching the children who are actually communicating with each other with the help of sign language. So they were having that barrier to communicate with the rest of the students.
Sound generally is passed to the eardrum, but when the eardrum is damaged, in that case, sound can be transmitted directly to the middle ear or inner ear through the bone. The problem with commercially available bone conduction hearing aid is that surgery is involved and the children cannot afford that much cost.
There are almost 16 to 20 million persons in this world who are not having access to any kind of hearing aid. I thought, can I help them with the help of some technology? In the childhood, as we learn like A, B, C, phonetics, vowels, pronunciations, then we missed a lot of those things, and that was the main reason why we are having deaf as mutes. Because they haven't heard any sounds since their childhood, that they cannot reproduce the sounds with the help of their tongue. I just thought if I can educate them with the help of Android device, then it can be something great. And GDG helped me a lot to get introduced to the Android, as I'm from the hardware background. In the GDG I used to attend various workshops, like it was on Firebase, Android, Cloud. Everyone is learning from someone else. It was like growing up together and making something wonderful. We were mentoring him in terms of working on Android and working on latest innovative products. My school granted access to those students, and I developed something for them. They can listen to the pronunciation of each and every alphabet with the help of this app. So that's why I added the Google Voice API, so they can type the different words and they can actually listen to its pronunciation, and they can gain confidence to speak also.
If Amaze instrument is widely available, that will help the children cannot afford the surgery to hear at the very earliest, so that they can develop speech.
There are a lot of problems are there. Of course, I'm feeling very proud. We should do something for our community.
I think we should have many people like Ame who thinks like real world problem can be solved by the technology.
To look at that happiness on the face of that person who is using my technology. This is the definition of satisfaction for me.
Okay. So, what do you feel about this solution? Because this one is particularly from India. So, what do you think when you see a student just like you who belongs to a community solved such an amazing problem and was able to create such an amazing impact on life of some physically challenged people? Yes, it was really awesome, and I personally find it really inspiring when students like you don't underestimate yourselves, think what can you solve than what you know. Then you start something, start learning something, and then implement it in your projects, and yeah, I mean, the impact that students can create, that's really amazing. So yeah, this was another inspiring story, and there are a lot more, but due to time limitation, I'm going to restrict it to just 2 stories for today. But I hope you all found a lot of inspiration watching these stories.
When I was going to school,
Okay, so the question is, now that you all have joined a Google Developer Student Clubs, which I'm already assuming, what can you do? So there are a lot of initiatives that GDSC leads plan. One of them was Android Study Jams, but there were other initiatives like 30 Days of Google Cloud. There are a lot of meetups that the GDSC leads organize to help you get started with a particular technology. uh, Once you join these meetups, you start learning something new. Identify a problem around you that you can solve. You may not be an expert in a particular technology, but that's absolutely okay. As long as you are really passionate about solving the problem, you'll make your way to understand the technology more and more and learn more about it. So don't wait to become an expert. When you identify a problem around you, and try to solve problems for many such communities around you. It can be around garbage treatment, it could be around water and waste management, it could be around creating education opportunities for many, it could be around healthcare, so on. This pandemic has taught us the importance of tech, and had it been not tech, we couldn't have connected with each other in the last 2.5 years, right? So, tech has solved so many challenges, like right from connecting with each other just for social gatherings. I'm sure many of you attended weddings online. I'm sure many of you celebrated birthdays online. I'm sure all of you have attended colleges online. Many of us were able to work because technology supported or gave us the opportunity to work online. So, a lot of opportunities that tech has brought to us and has solved a lot of problems. As engineers, this is the way we can contribute to the society. So think about a problem that you want to solve and show the world. Once you have started working on it, don't forget to tell the world, because you need early feedback, you need early user adoption, you need people who can share word about your solutions. So don't forget to share it or show your work with your community. Uh, so Hastu was one of the GDSC members, and as you saw, she solved such an amazing problem for her community. She was invited to Google I/O. I don't know how many of you know what Google I/O is, but it's a flagship Google conference which happens in Mountain View every year. Due to pandemic, last 1 or 2 years, they couldn't invite everyone to join in person. But when Hastu was invited, it was a pre-pandemic year. So Google wants to give a lot of visibility to your solution. So do share your work with with your GDSC leads, and they can share it with us. So we can take it to the right stakeholders and give you the visibility that we can from our end. So what's coming next after this is Flutter festivals. Many of the GDSC leads are invited to be a part of Flutter festivals this year. Look out for more announcements from your leads to know more about Flutter festivals and what each campus is going to offer throughout this campaign. There's ongoing solutions challenge. I'm going to share the link to register with all of you if you haven't already. You can solve for UN 17 sustainable goals. There are a lot of problem statements that you can pick from, and you can start working on solutions for those categories. If you haven't registered already, I highly encourage you to do that. Maybe you don't have a problem statement right now on your mind, but this can be an opportunity for you to get started to think about some problems and build solutions for that. And we'll be opening up new batch of applications for the GDSC program soon. We'll be making all these announcements on our social media handles. So again, if you're interested to become a GDSC lead next year, do look out for our announcements on social media. I'm going to share the links to follow right after this so that you are updated with the announcements. For those who want to understand more about what solution challenge is, I just thought I'll add a quick snapshot about it. So Solutions Challenge is an annual contest that invites students from GDSC communities to develop solutions for local community problems using Google products or other platforms as well. Last year, more than 6,000 people registered for this Solutions Challenge. 11 projects from India were shortlisted amongst the top 50 solutions, and one of them also bagged prize in top 3. So yeah, folks in India have been doing tremendous work and have been solving really amazing problems for the community using tech. So hope to see you all in this year's solutions challenge, and I hope one of you are amongst the top 3 finalists as well. All right. I hope you all enjoyed connecting with me as much as I did talking to all of you today. Thank you for the tremendous response. Really enjoyed talking to all of you, although it was virtual. You can follow me on Twitter in case you would like to connect after this talk. And if you would like to know more about the community initiatives that my team does, you can follow us on our Twitter handle, that is Google Devs India, where you can find all the announcements done by the team and upcoming initiatives that are planned for you. With that, I'd like to thank the organizers for having me today. It was a great pleasure, and thank you so much once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Your words of advice will surely help us in the long run. So, last but not the least, we also have a question and answer session from the audience. So, anyone who wants to ask any question, you can put it up in the chat box or in the Slido.
Just I want to say, Nikita ma'am, thank you once again. So we need your help in future event also.
Definitely, ma'am. I'd be happy to help. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I will share the link with all of you. Okay. Any questions that I can take?
Ma'am, can you tell us about some of the challenges from your journey till date, which challenged you to think out of the box and to find innovative solutions that you're proud of even today?
I think being a student, there were a lot of challenges. When I stepped in the professional world, there were different types of challenges. But I'm sure, being students, you might want to hear more about the student challenges that I had. Uh, so when I was in third year, I started working with IIT Bombay for research projects. My first project was for tooth sensitivity. So I was mostly working on biomedical projects, and the idea was to uh, have some alternative treatments for teeth that get decayed, or to find an alternative for root canal. So while working on this, coming from a non-medical background, it was difficult to understand the biological terms. It was difficult to understand, connect with different doctors to get different opinions, put them all together, and then analyze that data, map it, and then bring some conclusion to that. But what was more challenging is choosing the right technology. So, which technology can I use? For example, if I had to build a mobile app, it was not only about what technology can I use to build a mobile app, but what is easy for me to pick and execute. Because as a student, I wasn't very well versed with the coding, or I was not a really awesome developer that time. Uh, or Another challenge that we faced was timing. So, college schedule, academics, that was already overwhelming. So, managing time to build this solution was not easy. Plus, I had to travel to IIT Bombay pretty frequently from Pune, which was a 4 to 5 hours journey. Uh, and third is funds. Although I was lucky that IIT Bombay was sponsoring my project, there were other resources that were required and really needed some funds. And yeah, there were challenges, but as long as you're passionate about solving that problem, I think you can come up with a solution as well. And that really worked in our favor that time. Okay. I see one more question. How the first year students contribute in solutions challenge? That's a really good question. Uh, if you think you can build a solution independently as a first year student, why not? But if you think you are still not, you think that you need some time before you understand how to use programming or how to use tech in your projects, maybe you can team up with your seniors, to whom you can support in doing some research, doing some background work, and then they can write the actual code for the team. So when you register your solutions for solutions challenge, you can register as a team. So yeah, may you be from first year to final year. This campaign is open for everyone who's interested. Any other questions that I can take? All right, I think that's all for today.
Ma'am, can you also tell us about the challenges that you faced due to COVID-19 pandemic? Ma'am, as we know that everyone has been affected somehow or the other. Ma'am, how you feel should be the way ahead when we look into the community development field as a student or professional enthusiast in this COVID times?
Well, pandemic did bring in some personal challenges. Like I mentioned, I'm a people person and I don't like working from home. I really miss going to office and I find that vibe working with people around me. So that was my biggest challenge, not being able to meet my team members, not being able to meet developers like you in person. Um, and obviously, as much as you all enjoy physical meetups, I enjoy those as well. So those were a few challenges we saw. And then the sudden shift of in-person events to virtual events was not easy. So training the organizers so that they are well equipped enough for doing online events, giving them guidance, experimenting different event formats that the members of the community would like, and what works the best for which communities in a virtual mode. So these were a couple of challenges that we were trying to solve in this pandemic situation. Moving forward, we may want to go to a hybrid model. I don't know if people are ready as of today to have large scale in person gatherings. So maybe hybrid is the solution. But one thing we all have realized is man is a social animal. So we all like to connect with people. And we all need to keep this in mind while we are planning events or meetups. It should also focus on social networking.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, one more question that we are having from that poll is like, ma'am, apart from all this community work that you do while addressing such a large platform of people, ma'am, can you also tell us what you like to do in a leisure time, which is very close to your heart, or what brings peace to your mind at the end of the day?
I think what I do at work is also what keeps me sane. So I really like helping people learn something new. That's my personal vision as well, creating equal learning opportunities for everyone. So the campaigns that we plan are usually campaigns that we plan at scale so that anyone who's interested in learning can participate. But yeah, away from keyboard, I am a classical dancer. I also enjoy running, so I run a lot in my free time. Just an open-minded run to pour my heart or just to make myself feel relaxed. Um, yeah, and I write blogs in my free time as well.
Yes, ma'am. One more question, last question I think that you would like to address is, ma'am, everyone is asking about the how can they contribute to the solution challenge? Ma'am, can you give us some tips and tricks?
So you can participate as a participant in solutions challenge, wherein you are invited to first of all register. Once you register as a participant, you can form a team. It can be a team of 4 people. All of you can decide what problem would you like to solve amongst the 17 UN's sustainable goals. All of them are listed on the website that I shared with all of you. Once you register your solutions, top 50 solutions will be provided mentorship from Google's end. And then there will be selection for top 10 and then top 3 solutions from that. Google will be continuously supporting you, providing opportunities for you to upskill yourselves and learn new stuff. There are a lot of resources on the Solutions Challenge website itself, which you can pick and use if in case you decide to work on a problem statement. So do not feel inferior. If you are a beginner, am I eligible to participate? Of course you are. There are a lot of resources that can help you instantly get started. You can learn a new technology in the meantime. Maybe your team and you, all of you can learn together as a team. Some of you can focus on some elements, some of you can focus on other, and so on. So you all can divide and conquer as well. So yeah, a lot of opportunities and a lot of time before the applications open up for solutions. So if you haven't thought about a problem statement already, this is a good time for you to start working on your solutions.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for gracing the day today. We shall all look up to you when we think about contributing to the community and managing soft skills and development habits along the way. Ma'am, we are also really grateful for your enormous contribution to the community of GDSCs in India. Thank you, ma'am, for inspiring us and taking steps forward in contributing to the magical and innovative world of development, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sayedika.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much, ma'am, for coming. It was really great.
Same here, same here. Thank you so much for having me today.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Though it is like ending, so may I ask a question?
Oh, yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. So first of all, ma'am, thank you so much that you joined us today. So I am one of the moderators of Cloud of NIT Silchar. So it's like I would like to ask a question. So there, like when someone is transitioning from student life to professional career, so I think is there anything that one should be aware of which can make their professional starting smooth and can help them?
Sorry, I did not get your question.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I just wanted to know, like, in this transition period, like when someone is like currently we are students, soon we'll be working as a professionals. Our professional journey would start. So at that time, what are the things you would think you should have known when you were starting a professional journey, and what advice you would like to give to the students who would step into the professional world soon?
I think there are many, but one thing that I have learned is be patient. When we start, we are really ambitious that I want to prove myself in this world and I can do so many
Mhm.
things. But that's not the right way to start. Go slow, but set your pace eventually. That doesn't mean you don't do many things in your first year or when you start. It's just that try to understand your ecosystem better, where you'll be stepping in, than making assumptions, and then step your feet accordingly. So you know how deep the pool is, and then only you dip your toes. It's something similar to that. And otherwise, yeah, create your identity in the team once you start working in our industry. So what would you be known for? That is really important, so that people respect your presence and they'd like to have you in the team further. So yeah, these are the two things I can think of instantly.
Yeah, ma'am. Surely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us here. It was really nice because this is the opening ceremony and we have a lot of events coming up. Like there are many tech talks and workshops on different domains of technology, and I hope like GDC Explore this year would be really stepping up its level from the last year. Thank you so much for coming here, ma'am. Really.
Same here, same here. Thank you so much for having me today, and I wish you all the best for the next sessions as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Vikas, can we have the next slide?
So while
Yeah.
we wrap up today's Kickstart event, I would like to thank everyone for their kind patience and time today. And I would also like to take this opportunity to remind every one of you about the upcoming events under GDSC Explore, whereby you would be getting a chance to meet industry leaders and experts from various fields. And also, please don't forget to keep a check on our latest posts on the GDSCs. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, everyone.
Jyotirmay. Okay, he left. Sayanita, was this supposed to be live on YouTube also?
Yes, Bhaiya. It was streaming on YouTube as far as I know.
Okay. So I think we need to stop the stream, right? If it was streaming there.
Yeah, I'll let him know, Bhaiya. The person is
Yeah,
streaming.
sure. Who was handling the YouTube part?
Bhaiya, I think Olindam Sharma was handling it.
Okay, all right.